Well, hello, you lovely, lovely people, and welcome to Thingymajig's racing channel. We are here for round 4 of the GT Challenge from those crazy guys at World Racing Community. And we have been dealt some lovely racing by those guys of late, and I expect no less here. I'm just fiddling with YouTube. It's my favourite thing at the beginning of a stream. There we go, we're up, we're running, we're bang, bish, bash, bosh, hello, goodbye, and everything. It's on. We are. I'll tell you what, the last few times it hasn't worked. I've had to redo the video, like restart a video after talking like a nutter to myself. This time it hit first time. First time every time. So I'm just, oh, there's me. I can hear myself. There's a lot of fiddling. I've said before, I need to get an intern in to do this stuff. It's below me, IT, posting videos and such what. Content, there we go. Here we go. Nearly there, guys. Stick with me. I'm a man. I can only do one thing at a time. Right then, so here we are, World Racing Community for round 4. If you've been following our live Friday shenanigans, you will know this is lit, brud. It's lit. It's fantastic championship we're having at the moment. We had a lovely race last time out at Detroit, Daytona. I'm just going to keep calling it Detroit because I think it's better. Is it at least in Detroit? I don't think it is it? It's in like a sunny, beachy place or something. All right then, let's not fiddle around with my geography. The Season 3 GT Challenge Championship then. In the first place in the championship is Sinister on 91 points. In second place is Boosted on 88 points. Now, Boosted, you remember, won. Oh dear, was something happening? Boosted won, I think, the first 2 rounds with Sinister coming back at Daytona, and it's enough to get him 3 points ahead in the championship. This is hot. Told you it was lit. Third place, Deacon on 80 points, only 8 points behind second. You know maths. Why am I doing it? Why am I doing it for you? Fourth is MJ on 47 points. Mikey is 5th on 42 points. OSX Thunder is 6th on 31 points. JTR is 7th on 28 points. AXR TICC is 8th on 28 points. 9th is Adnap on 25 points. Racing Sim is 10th on 24 points. Salty 11th on 18 points. Garuda is 12th on 11 points. Slushy 6 is 13th on 8 points, and Matt Studio YT is 14th on 7 points, and TDR is 15th on 5 points. I thank you very much. That was a lot to get through, and I'm just not great at all that. I'm trying to find the bit where maybe it's in the standings or the signing. So here we go. The WRC GT Challenge. This is WRC. That's World Racing Community, if you haven't worked it out. Flagship Racing Series. The race regulations is balance of power will be on. Tyres are at ×3. Racing mediums and softs needed. Fuel will be at ×3. Car regulations. Competitors need to select one manufacturer for the entire season. Competitors need one Group 3 and one Group 4 car from the same brand as detailed above. No VGT Legend cars are allowed. Format lap-based endurance race, qualifying 10 minutes, Spa and Le Mans exceptions. Rolling start grid for, no, it's a grid for Le Mans, sorry. Door number, you don't need to know the MISC. And that, my friends, is all you need to know. We're in the Group 4s this round. We're in the Group 4s and we're at Laguna Seca. I don't even think I told you that. I get carried away. I apologise. Laguna Seca then, Group 4 cars. Let's have a look through this grid. I've done all the stuff that I need to do on Discord and YouTube and such what. I've got a hot brew, so everything is good. We've got Thunder in the shag right there at the top of the leaderboards at the moment, or on track, fastest on track at the moment, because Garuda is your fastest man so far in this practice session. 8 more minutes to go. The clock on the wall is a little slow. but the clock on the iPad is correct. So 8 minutes left away, and Thunder there is giving the Shag the turnaround. Garuda in the Lambo, is it not? Yes, I think it is. Is it? That is a Lambo. I'm waiting for another shot. Yeah. So, well, why would I think it's not a Lambo? All the other cars that would look like that would be VGT, wouldn't they? So Garuda is our fastest man at Laguna Seca at the moment. Hey, it's very American-based, this. I've just noticed. Have we been anywhere except for America? I'll have to have a look back. OSX Thunder, then, we had a look at him. The Audi of TDR Autosport, which I own a huge apology to, because I think I said in, not last stream, but stream before, I said he was on pause. Now, he was just having a bad day. It was Road Atlanta. He was having a bad day. But in all fairness, I think his car has got that colour where I'm not quite sure if it's you know, I think it's the colour of the car. It was not my mistake. It was the colour of the car. But he's doing an absolute blinding job here at Laguna Seca at the moment. In second fastest on track. We've got the Corvette of Deacon Do. Deacon Do, always the bridesmaid so far in this championship. He hasn't had the chance to step it up to the top rung. The wins have been shared between our friend Boosted and Sinistor. So, but Deacon Do has been knocking on the door. Is this the round? Is this the one the Corvette shines like a diamond? JTR in his Lexus. And JTR, he was having a strong race in the endurance one last week at Daytona. Just seemed to drop off near the end. I think he was hounded by all sorts of tire deg and fuel consummation, if that's a word. Let's get on board, shall we? Not that one. Not that one. I'm missing a key. It's that one. So on board with JTR as we line up for a lap here at Laguna Seca. And he's flooring it now up the hill. He's chasing a little blue car in front. We can guess that's Deacon Do. Finds his braking spot, lovely. Gets it onto the apex. Oh, delicious. He licked the apex there. Oh, a little wiggle coming out of the corner. He got a little excited with the accelerator. Then this one's a real bugger of a corner, if you've ever seen a bugger of a corner. And that's a bugger of a corner. And then talking about a bugger of a corner, here's another one straight after. And then we're flooring it up the hill again. Skyjacker in the chat saying, good evening, dude. I hope all is well. Yes, it's fantastic, thank you. And that's another tricky corner. They should just call Laguna Seca the tricky corner track. This one, it's tricky as well. It's fast, but not as fast as you want it to be. And up the hill, heavy braking, getting yourself prepared for an absolute buggering of a corner. There you go. He caught Deacon Do up there, didn't he, eh? Get out of the way. Get out of the way, you Corvette. Jeez. So JTR is on fire at the moment, slapping every corner. Oh, whoa, again, with that shaky Lexus rear end. And there we go, that's a lap. That's a lap at Laguna Seca, and wasn't that an adventure and a half? We saw an overtake, we saw 2 step outs, and within a tenth of the fastest man. You are welcome, YouTube. You should pay me. Oh, that's too loud. I can still hear it, so I'll hear it on the playback. I have to make sure it doesn't get turned off. So Garuda then is your fastest man. We are approximately 4 minutes away from qualifying. We're all good this end. We're just waiting for the fun and shenanigans to commence their end. They're just getting their last minute practicing, making sure everything's all top notch as it should be. And oh wow, we got, ooh, let me tell you guys, there is 3 different ways to watch this. Tonight's coverage can be watched in 3 different ways. You can watch Deacon Do and the onboard of the vet live on Twitch. That's Twitch TV Deacon Do. The legend that is Thingymajig. Oh, please, please. is covering our official race broadcast. Watch this. His point of view on YouTube for full coverage of events. It's YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of letters. And last but definitely not least, Chunky Ribena is on his comeback tour on board in the Mazda. Check his point of view later on YouTube at Chunky Ribena. He won't be live, but keep an eye out for later on. Awesome. We like it. We like it. We like to see our race from every angle. No, you could do, well, Chunky Ribenas, you do it a little later. But right now, if you could get your Twitch up on one iPad and still the other iPad off one of your kids, because they're only playing some poxy game that they probably fleeced you for extras for, and you can watch 2 feeds of this very race, and it's going to be an absolute classic, I tell thee. So Deacon Do, he'll be streaming. Yeah, shall I take him out of business? Gotcha. So this is a preview of Deacon Do's channel. I don't know if he talks. I think it's not. I think it's just the sexy sound of the Corvette. But yeah, so you can head on over to Twitch and get that unique aspect of the race there in the heat of the action, in the thick of it. That's what she said. So yeah, preview of Deacon Do's channel. So who we got out there then? We've got Garuda. Shall I get back to the table? Because I can't even remember. Who do you think Garuda is? Racing Sim? Do we reckon? Because I've got the nicknames up. I can take the nicknames away so we can clarify with the table. The tableau. It's in standings. Okay. No, Garuda's there, 12, 11 points, so he's coming back with a bang. I think he was only in the first round. I don't know if he was in there. Oh, look, I'm not going to say these things, because then you get a message saying, yeah, I was there. I've raced in all 3 rounds. Oh, great. Well, thank you for paying attention. So, but honestly, I have got no memory. It's like this weird blank space. It's got an instant delete. A straightaway mind wipe after every action. They call it old age. I just call it simplicity. So there's a lot of action happening in the chat. I'm not really reading it, but I'm pretty sure they're probably saying it is time. The time has come. Thunder, Autosport, TDR, Autosport. Then we've got Chunky Ribena. This is the man who's going to be streaming his point of view later on. That's, my friend, I'm going to take me out off, because that is a sexy little Mazda you've got going on there. I like it. I like it a lot. The crackhead. I don't know. Who the hell's the crackhead? Hey up. He's in a car we've already... He's someone we know, isn't he? Is that Hyundai? He's gone for Hyundai, has he? The flag looks familiar, the name doesn't. We are starting soon. And yes, a Hyundai. I don't remember a Hyundai in this. They did a whole ad campaign. They want you to say it different from Hyundai, don't they? Is it Hyundai? They want it said like Hyundai? Hyundai. Hyundai. They've confused me with their ad campaign. I was quite happy with Hyundai. That seemed simple. But now I don't know how to say it, because they don't want you saying it like... I don't know if I'm saying it wrong in the first place or right. There's the Genesis. We'll go with that. It's safe. So, yeah. They're starting very soon. I tell you that Mazda is looking... Lexus, I mean. Not Mazda. Where's that Mazda I like? There you go. That Mazda is looking absolutely, frankly, spanking. Is it not? Oh dear. I wonder what MJ's driving today. It's going to be a Ford. That's for show. Sinister's not shown his hand out there yet. It's a bit of a cagey fight, isn't it, between the Boosted and Sinister. Neither of them wanting to show their hand at the top of the table. Everyone almost into the pits now, apart from 3 guys on the track. No, what was that? Autosport coming out. They'll be tested. Oh no, is the pit lane an issue? Is the pit lane an issue for entry and exit? That does not look good. That can really ruin a driver's race. One wheel just a miss as you enter. It's not. You ask the ladies. It's not nice when you're out of bounds, when you're hitting the side. It's you've got to stay in between the boundaries. So Garuda picking up that penalty. Oh no, it wasn't. It was TDR Autosport picking up the penalty. Whoa, bruv! That's what it's about. That's Laguna Seca, just summed up right there. That is what it's all about. You think you're all right, and then you're not. Oh, purples there for Garuda. He started too soon, he had purples. That's an old joke. Hey, Skyjacker. So, here we go. Sinister hitting the track first, it seems. I watched the Dodge drive away in the distance by. And now they're all going out onto the track. As we stick with Garuda at the moment, because I haven't seen anyone pop in there. Sinister, there you go. Oh, he's still in his car. Ooh. So there we go. The winner of Daytona. Not that one, because it was a Group 3 car. Obviously, we've moved to the Group 4s for this round. But the pilot and the manufacturer, sorry. Winners of Daytona. A lovely event. Streamed here. If you haven't seen it, it's probably the video before this. There's been so many cancellations. Bloody football. There's not been two races. I'm going to be so rusty when I have to go back racing again. I'm not going to know how to do it. I mean, I'm at the back already, so I don't know how I could get any further back. But I think we're racing again with the URL. The Ultimate Racing League is commencing. They've had a 2-week gap. And I don't know how to do it on YouTube, because obviously I think they've postponed round 3 till the end of the season, and then it'll be like round 4 or whatever round we were on. And I'm not sure if when I stream it, if I've got to call it round 4, I suppose, or there's going to be like a missing round. It's going to be one of them. I'll be on the Chilluminati podcast about where the missing round went. So Sinister crossing the line to start his lap now. I know, I'm sorry, I've just changed. Schnizzle. Deacon Do is behind him on track. Not close enough for a tow, but this is not really one of those tracks, is it? The Audi. Oh, the Shag might be in trouble here behind the Audi. Has he given him enough to... No, the Audi just gets out of the way. Gentlemanly, losing a lap. He only got 10 minutes. There's a Get Boosted in his Honda. Not a Honda. Yeah, he's in a Honda NSX, I'm pretty sure. It is. Oh, man, it's looking tight, isn't it? That. Ooh, yeah, mama. Pretty looking car. Garuda in the Lambo, we saw a lot of, didn't we, in practice? And we've got Matty Boy in his Buru, his Scooby. And that Scooby was no friend of his at Daytona. And let's hope the Group 4 version is going to pay a lot more dividends for him. It's a fantastic livery. We got different liveries every round. I'm telling you, I don't recognise them. There is MJ, the host with the most, the organiser of organisers, in the Mustang, doing his thing with his wang. I've run out of angs on the ang. So Crackhead, here we get the times are coming in now. Sinister goes 29.2, but Deacon Do in the Corvette. Get yourself on Twitch. No Thunder, it's just dropping. It's dropping. The times are dropping as they go across. Boosted now gets it. So Get Boosted is on pole with Garuda in the Lambo in second. Thunder is third for now. Times are popping in. Deacon Do is fourth. And MJ is fifth. No, scrub that. I hope you was writing it down in pencil. Get the rubber end. It's Get Boosters in pole. Garuda's in second. JTR, the Lexus, has put it third on the grid so far. Thunder is fourth with Deacon Do 5th, MJ 6th, Chunky Ribena 7th, with Matthew Studios 8th, Sinister down into 9th. Did he make a mistake? We watched his lap. It seemed all right, but he's 2 seconds off of Get Boosted at the moment, 8/10 slower than he was. My word, the dodge not working. He had a bad qualifying elsewhere. May have been Daytona, maybe that's his thing. Is he on mediums as well? Hey up, he's qualifying on mediums. He's gone back into the pits. Hello, I should have picked up on that. That's my fault. I should have looked. He was on mediums. He's got himself ready for the race early, I guess, because he's just gone round and got into the pits. Well, he set a time, so he tried with the mediums, didn't he? Get Boosted gets out of Garuda's. Oh no, he's going in. No, he's having a spaz attack, I think. Someone's gone totally wrong in the Honda. Oh, he was looking for a gap and realises it's Laguna Seca and there is no gap, because he's got out of a couple of people's way. Who knows? So Chunky Ribena going faster. He's up and into 6th place, but JTR still holding it strong in the Lexus, up there in the top 3. Get Boosted. Oh, MJ's had a big one there. MJ's had a big chunk of the dust. He's been making sandcastles. And he gets out of the way of the following people trying to get their laps done. Ooh, almost to a standstill. He's admiring his sandcastle. So Get Boosted's on pole. Thunder in the shag. We haven't made a big enough deal about this, but the shag is strong here. And yes, Thunder's Jaguar, he just threw that through the corkscrew, didn't it? Like it defied gravity. Unbelievable stuff. You think it was too heavy, but this beast is humming, honey. And he's right up Deacon Doo's Butsky. I wonder how Deacon Doo feels like that about that. He probably says, well, if you're going that fast, Thunder, give us a push, because I'm in 7th and I could do with going a little higher. So we're watching Thunder as he crosses the line. Is he getting a lovely toe off of Deacon Doo? He does not go faster, and neither did Deacon Doo. Let's watch Deacon Doo then. We are 6 minutes into qualifying, not much longer left now. Autosport has gone faster. I can't see him. We will look through in a minute. We just want to stick with Deacon Doo's lap time. This is one of those cross stream things, so if you're watching both, you can see the exterior and the interior. He's only 300ths off his own time. He's a 10th away from the Chunky Ribena. Is there more he can make in this track with the Corvette? And the shag is close, isn't it? That Jaguar, that's oof. Hope it's not distracting our man Deacon Doo. Boosted into the pits to get a last run done on a fresher set of tyres, lesser fuel. It's a tactic we've seen them do before in qualifying, and Deacon Doo might do the same, but his tyres are looking pretty tidy, but he might fancy it. They're running out of time. If they did want to change their tyres, they've got to do an outlap. Deacon Boosted just coming out of the pits. I didn't see his sector tyre. Catch his last sector, but Get Boosted's pole 27.1. 28.9 is the best Deacon Doo's managed out the Corvette at the moment. He went a bit wide coming out of that corner. Does he do it? Does he not? He does. He jumps ahead of Chunky Ribena, and that will be a win for the Chevrolet team. Deacon Doo getting a position up there. Boosted on pole. Garuda, he's on an outlap. No point watching him. Thunder, we've seen him whilst we were watching JTR. He's not managed to go faster. Maybe back off and let JTR. Oh, his tyres are going though. Maybe that's why. Not JTR, sorry. Guru. No, who is he sitting up behind? Deacon Doo. Sinister goes in 3rd fastest. We've had it. Oh yeah, he went in and put softs on, and Sinister now goes up and into 3rd place to turn the heat up. MJ goes faster. MJ goes faster up and into 9th place for MJ. Only 300ths of a second off of Chunky Ribena, with Autosport a second, 1.1 seconds behind MJ. Autosport, picking up a penalty right at the end there. It's going to be tough to get a lap in before the timer possibly might be able to do it. And Crackhead is in, and he's having a chill. So Get Boosted Oh, get boosted. This is probably not what he needs on his last lap, but JTR will be going for that lap as well. They're all going for it. I know JTR's on an out lap, really. You should let him pass, man. He has, I think. Chunky Ribena has come back with a bang. Up into 4th place. Knocking the shag down a position. Deacon Do also going faster, but he's gone down a position or two, hasn't he? So other people are going faster around him. I think, JTR slipped down a bit as well. Thunder, it's Chunky Ribena and Sinister that's breaking the order. And here comes Sinister now to cross the line. We'll keep an eye, see if he's in momentum and reeling off the faster laps. No, it doesn't beat his last one, but he might get another run. I think they can get that last run in. So get boosted at the moment. He's got 6.5 tenths of a second advantage over Garuda. Garuda's coming up towards the line now. 10 seconds left on the clock, and he's not going to beat it, but he might get another chance. There's loads coming up towards the line. Here comes Get Boosted now. This is definitely his final lap, and he doesn't go any faster there. Garuda, we saw he was starting. He's 6.5 tenths is a big ask. Sinister, he's on his final run. There's other guys as well. Oh, who's crossing the line here? Here comes Chunky Ribena coming up towards the line now. 4th. He needs another 3 tenths. Will easily put him up into 3rd. Can he find it? He had a wiggle coming out of that final. He does find it. Sinister down into 4th. Who else is crossing the line? I'm missing one that's crossing the line right now. But that was Deacon Do, I think, crossing the line. It doesn't look like he's gone any faster and finishes in 8th. Thunder goes to the line, but his tyres are pretty old. It was going to be hard. Hello. Oh, Sinister's chucked it. He had a bit of a moment. Is that it? Has he cooked it? As he comes around the final corner, we didn't see the lap before that. And was it a pole-worthy lap as Sinister crosses the line? In 2nd place. Oh, we've got to say that he probably had boosted there. When we saw him, he was making it looked like a big sideways action. Now Garuda absolutely flooring it around that awful corner at the end of the lap. And can he gain back on Sinister? No, doesn't beat his own time. Very close though. Starts in 3rd. Chunky Ribena is done in 4th. Thunder is starting in 5th with JTR starting 6th. Matthew Studio in 7th with Deacon Do in 8th. We expected a bit more from the Corvette there. Then MJ in the Mustang looking like 9th. 10th for Autosport. And 11th we've got the Hyundai. He's just finishing now, crossing the line. Does he do a lap? Or was that an out lap? No, it's just an out lap. So a crackhead crossing the line, dotting the T's. And here we go then. I think they'll just go in the little lobby. We'll look at those results, why they get their tyres and such what's sorted out. They've got to use the softs and the mediums in this race. And get boosted then with that pole of a 127.120. Sinister, though, very close in the end. And then Garuda rounding out that top 3. Oh, 4 in the 27, should I say, with Chunky Ribena at the end there in the Atenza. Giving it what for, and then we've got the Thunder in the Shag, starting in 5th with JTR 6th in the Lexus. Matty Studio in 7th with the Scooby, and Deacon Do starting 8th in the Corvette. MJ in the Mustang in 9th. Autosport 10th with the Audi, and Crackhead in the Hyundai is in 11th. Fantastic stuff. We're just going to have a 2-minute interlude. Doop 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 doop. What do you want to talk about then? 2 minutes. What can we talk about? Do you want to talk about British politics, British football, or British toilet systems? They're all pretty much the same at the moment. I think British toilet systems is probably more of an interesting chat, I hear. I haven't watched any of the footy, in all fairness. I'm 47 years old. I've seen God knows how many tournaments. They're pretty predictable. They all go pretty much the same way every time. And I find, as I'm, excuse me, hurtling closer to death, I haven't got the time to sit around and watch football. But thank you.
JTR 4573 DDBTW.
And Jimmy Productions is in the chat. He says, let's have a good race. He is JTR 4573 double D's. Yes, thanks for that, JTR or Jimmy. Awesome stuff. I was just going into a big political football toilet rant. Good job you pulled me out of that dire muck that we're in. What I am doing now is enjoying, and I would recommend it highly, enjoying a lovely warm brew. Did I tell you about my sponsor, Mutt's Nuts Energy Drinks? These scientists have sussed out that after a dog licks its testicles, it's suddenly spurged with energy. And they found that the excretion from dogs' testicles have a compound in it that gives you extra energy. And they found a way of removing that and turning it into pure gold. They've turned it into an energy drink called Mutt's Nuts Energy Drink. And I am trying to shill that bad boy away for you so I can get a 0.3% of any profit made. If you use the code Thingy's Full of Shit on any weird Chinese dubious website that sells Mutt's Nuts Energy Drink. It's good to have a sponsor. So this is what happens when you have gaps. I start doing this. I think I did this last time. But, you know.
Interesting story.
Thunder saying interesting story. Well, it's true. Go on the internet. It'll tell you. Deacon do. 90 seconds, he ran an ad break. Oh, right. I hope that's not me. Oh, that's the warm brew. I recommend a hot brew. That's where that started with. And then I thought, you know what? I like my Mutt's Nuts thing. I'm going to talk about it more. I don't think I did it justice last time. We could look at the results again if you want, but it's not changed. Go on then, why not? You never know. It might have done. No, it all looks like it's in order there. My word, someone had a weak bladder, didn't they? Here we go. Good to go now, honey bun. I'm not moaning. I enjoy these moments where it's awkward and I have to talk.
Deacon Do has an ad break roful.
All right. World Racing, Mitch says Deacon Do has an ad break. Oh, in his Twitch. Ooh, fancy pants. Look at him. Nice. Oh, I see. The rest of us are having to hang around so he can get some credits. Easy. Right, I have that off, but I have all that on. Sorry. I had a blank out for a second. So here we go then. Let's get excited. Lined up at Raceway WeatherTech Laguna Seca for a 34-lap race. Thank you. Let's go. Get boosted on it. Oh, it looks like the Scooby. Always a little nudging and budging around here as cars start faster than other cars. I think that was YouTube Chunky coming through with his elbows out. And then we got boosted under threat here from the Chunky Ribena with Sinister right in the wake of all of that. Garuda goes wide through the second corner, and that's giving Deacon Do an absolute open there. No, JTR, where is he sneaked in? JTR, I did not see you, my man. On the inside. Watch your inside. Look at them, all four of them, all wide. It is literally four wide. Sinister's right in the midst of that. Oh, there's a Thunder apology there. I don't know where the knock came from. So Get Boosted leads only just from Chunky Ribena, Garuda. And look at the mess behind him. Sinister, JTR in the Lexus, giving it some welly up against Sinister on the soft tyres. So it's not tyres. Oh, he was on his inside there. Yes, could easily accidentally have someone off. And the Scooby coming through, knocking the door, saying, get out of the way, get out my way. And Matty in the Scooby, absolutely alive with the Audi coming in very late there. And Deacon Do, he was up there at the top, wasn't he? What's he done down there? Gosh knows. TDR 8th, MJ in ninth, staying way out of that madness. And Thunder, oh, that must be why he apologised. He's at the back at the moment, playing with the crackhead, but someone else off the track, is there? No. Get Boosted leads. Chunky Ribena is in second. Matty in the Scooby, absolutely fighting his way through there. And Sinister wanting to rub a bit of his paint onto the Scooby to show him he is there. But the Scooby plays and takes no prisoners. And there we go, late on the brakes for Sinister, a little tap from the Matty as he comes by. And Matt then, oh, he gets a penalty. Is that for a corner cut or a tap on Sinister? Who knows? He's out wide again, giving Sinister the absolute opening that he needs to get through. And Sinister needs to get away from that Scooby. It's wrecking his harmony, man. It's wrecking his rhythm. But it's a fight that we are enjoying, and Matty has just got it, hasn't he, in the Scoobs? Go on, Matt. Garuda right behind them, having a look. Chunky Ribena no closer yet to Get Boosted in the Honda. He's loving this. He's on the medium tyres as well. That's ridiculous. Unbelievable from the master that is Get Boosted, running away from the pack and using the slower tyre. That's a dude. And then in the chat, Lays 1 RC and Fun is lights out. Lays 1 RC and Fun says, of course, it's the Dane who is crackhead. High five from Denmark. There you go. Get Boosted then leads with Chunky Ribena in second. Matthew Studio is in third. Sinister fourth. Maybe he's doing some fuel saving. Maybe the Dodge just isn't lighting it up here. It took him a while in qualifying, didn't it? And then Deacon Do making his way up and into fifth place. Absolute legendary driving there from the Corvette Nut. Autosport as well up in seventh, giving it large with JTR. JTR, we've lost someone, haven't we? Who have we lost? Not. It's Garuda, isn't it? It's Garuda was dropped back. Garuda has dropped back quite significantly, I'd say. MJ in the Mustang up into 8th, getting very close to the Audi, who's very close to the Lexus. Sorry, my fingers are all over the place. I look at the screen, I don't look down at the keyboard, so I just peck like a child at the buttons. So JTR is chasing down Deacon, but there's about 1.7 seconds between himself and the Deeks, and it's MJ he's got to worry about. No, MJ's go. Has MJ just pulled out? No, it's Autosport. Oh, Autosport's picked up a penalty from somewhere as he was hot on the back of the Mustang. And Garuda, hey, we know he's got the pace. He was like, what, third fastest, fourth fastest in qualifying. We know he's got the pace, so he'll be wanting to get past these cars short shift, but he's on the mediums as well. I really should have paid more attention about who was on what tyre, wasn't I? Such a strategical game. To Get Boosters on the mediums, he's leading. He's got the fastest lap. The man is an absolute leg end. When we got Chunky Ribena coming from the mists of nowhere, like when Gandalf came back after he died in that fiery pit and he came back with a white hat. I don't know if anyone else noticed, but do you think Gandalf looked like he was part of the Ku Klux Klan after he come back after being burned? It's just, I don't think it's right. I just think it was a little close. They should have been careful with that uniform. Matt then in third with Deacon Do in fourth. Where's Matt? I just watched Matt going up the hill. It was Deacon Do we didn't see. Then JTR in fifth place with MJ sixth ahead of Garuda. We've had more movement. TDR, he had that half a second penalty, remember? And oh, mama, there you go. That's the kiss of Laguna Seca for you. Autosport, I'm afraid that is that corner. And you'd never know it's coming. Sinister's right at the back. My word, what did we miss from the Sinistor? And this is the championship leader, ladies and gentlemen. This is the man that set the world on fire last week at Daytona, and the Group 4 Dodge Viper is absolutely letting him down, which is going to give us a lovely balanced championship if you think about it, with Get Boosted's Group 3 Honda letting him down in the same way. Oof. But at the moment, in the hands of the Honda, this man is too fast for the game. It's even skipping a little. Can't keep up with him. With Chunky Ribena trying to stay with him, but no way, sirree. But he's 7 seconds ahead of Matthew at the moment. Soft tyres for the pair of them. The tyre wear is pretty much the same. Fuel's looking pretty good here. We're on lap 5, and they've barely bit into the fuel yet. JTR, he's got loads of fuel. I remember he was very good with fuel. Either the Lexus is very good, or the way he drives it is very good with fuel. And he's expecting a bit of rain. He's got his windscreen wipers on. And you never know. Here in the dusty bowl of California, in it? There might be a drop or two. They could do with it, couldn't they? Might stop some of them fires. Deacon Do, absolute blasting it. Let's have a look at his channel. He has adverts though, so at least if you watch Deacon Do's stuff on here, they won't be interrupted with adverts. So I don't know where they're talking, because it seemed weird that our man Crackhead, who's left now, he was talking about some sort of phone app. I don't know if he was joking or if he was actually jumping into lobbies trying to flog his phone app. That's Deacon Do's view at the moment. 2 seconds adrift of JTR, and JTR is absolutely... Deacon Do, remember, remember, did I tell you? He's on medium tyres, so he's doing all right. Ooh, we've got some battling behind us, though. Got some battling behind with Garuda and MJ. I think Garuda just pulled the move on MJ. In all fairness, we saw it in the rearview mirror, if you were looking at the rearview mirror. Sinister up to 8th, with Thunder now in 9th, and Autosport. He's at 16 seconds adrift now, but we did see him have that big old spin. He's on the medium tyres. Things can only get better as soon as you go to softs. So Get Boosted is on medium tyres. He's 13 seconds. My word, it was only 6 just now. Oh, I think Matthew lost a chunk of time, because JTR has closed right in. Oh, Chunky Ribena. Chunky Ribena and Garuda's gone off in sympathy, I think. Oh, we're watching bloody dim. I want to watch Chunky. There's Chunky. He's already done it. So, what happened? Chunky, is he trying to get out of the way? He's already made the mistake. Oh, shoot. Oh, he goes off again, and then Garuda goes off in a little sympathetic way, and that gives MJ the position back. And, yeah, God knows what. Go away, then. Yeah, God knows what. And Garuda is all up in... Oh, wow, they're up to 5th now. So this race is topsy-turvy. MJ's up to 4th. Is someone in the pits? Someone gone? Oh, we only went to a replay, but MJ up to 4th, with Deacon Do in 5th. See, I think Deacon Do was ahead of MJ, was he not? He will be in a minute. Whoa, he licked the stamp. He sent it. Go on, lad. So Deacon Do now up and into 4th, and if you were watching his Twitch channel, you would have seen that in first person. And oh, but he had a small off there, and then the MJ having a look at the inside. And we know MJ can race quite tidy. He was giving it large at Daytona last round, but Garuda now, he wants to get involved, and Garuda's having a little sniff, but MJ says you shall not pass, as Deacon Do is working out the math on how to break 7 seconds between himself and JTR, who's having a fantastic race. But I remember JTR as well. This was happening at Daytona, and it just sort of slipped away from him. And let's keep them fingers crossed that this one is solid. Get Boosted then, hardly touched his tyres. He's got 3/4 of a tank of fuel, 3/4 of a tank of fuel on Matt's Scooby, but he is punishing his front right tyre, which is soft. Minimal, it's about the same between JTR, but JTR's fuel a little better than the Scooby. Deacon Do, meanwhile, tyres look absolutely precious, but the Mustang is punishing its mediums, as is the Garuda, I guess, next to the other mediums around them. They're racing hard out there. Sinister on his softs, he's barely touched them, hasn't he? Is he going the long game? Is he going for a longer drive? All their fuel is pretty similar. I don't think no one's saving anything. Oof. I think... I don't know what happened there. We had screams and screeches. So let's have a quick look. Sorry. But I was watching something else, and there was a big screech, and then I come back, and then they were alongside each other. So I'm guessing Garuda went for the late break. Oh, corner sideways from the Mustang. And I think Garuda, just in case it was his fault, lets him back through. Wonderful. Wow, what racing we've got here, guys. It's a great treat for you. Garuda then 6th, Sinister in 7th, Chunky Ribena. He probably realised there was nothing to look at. If he's streaming from his point of view later, I don't know if he's streaming the race or his point of view. Oh, Sinistore! Sinister bit the big one. Oh, I'm sorry, Sinister. I know you don't want this. But let's have a look what happened there, because that looked wild. Absolutely wild there. Sinister then, sitting in 7th. Oh, it's all the way up, and then he gets back on the road, and then it just flings him across, doesn't it? And there you go. You think you've got it, then you know you haven't. So Sinister getting the kiss of Laguna Seca. And he's got a penalty just to top it all off, you know. That's Kaz. That's Kaz and his sadistic coders for you. Yeah, think you're having a bad race? Not yet, you aren't. So Get Boosted leads this bad boy by 18.3 seconds. And I bet he cannot believe it. JTR is up into 2nd place. Chasing him down with Matthew Studio in the Scooby in 3rd, but these guys are going to be starting to have tyre issues, I believe, and they'll want to pit before Deacon, who's doing absolutely fine with the tyres he has. MJ in 5th, still with his Garuda problem. He's got a Lambo issue on the back of that Ford. He wants and Garuda playing dare with the sandpit. Thunder started on the bad foot on the first lap. Oh, and he's got Chunky Ribena behind him. But he's coming back into this race. It's coming back to him. He's not far away from Garuda, but I do believe the soft tyre runners are going to have to make a pit stop pretty soon. With Chunky Ribena in 8th, his tyres are one of the worst I have seen. Sinistore, his tyres are so beautiful, but man alive, the look, the ups, the troughs, the downs, the ins and the outs he's had in this race. Chunky Ribena is in. He is the first to pit. Will an undercut chuck him out ahead of Thunder. 2.5 seconds on Thunder, and we will keep an eye on that. Sinister's going in. That's strange. He's got a fuel. He's got the softs that look fine. Maybe he feels that the softs have gone. He's going to go for a medium and go for a long race. Try and go to the end, possibly. Get Boosted, meanwhile, 19.5 seconds. Vodka Rob in the chat saying good evening. Well, hello, Vodka Rob. Let it flow, bro. We got racing Sunday. Have you missed it? It's 2 weeks. I was saying earlier. I think I'm rusty now. I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm usually near the back. I'll be even further back this time because I haven't raced for ages. But I'm looking forward to it. Sunday, I think, evening. I don't know where we are. It's an endurance race, and it's Spa. Yeah, same here, mate. Yeah, oh, but Rob, if you scroll around the YouTube with the Ultimate Racing League, there's you'll see me and Vodka Rob at it. He's in a Lambo, I'm in a Merc. He's faster than me, but he's unlucky. So Deacon Do then, they're all starting to pit now, the soft runners, which we said would happen. MJ, he's on the mediums, but he's chewing them up. And Garuda then, on a set of mediums, looking all right. He's really up the back of MJ there. He's going to go for a move. Oh, he's licked it, but he's not sent it. And MJ lives to tell the tale. Still in 3rd. Thunder then, he's carrying on with those soft tyres. They're looking pretty ropey. He's into the 130s. And meanwhile, JTR slaps on a set of mediums. Will that take him to the end of the race? Hasn't filled up, so maybe he is strutting to race to the end, and he's jumped. No, he was ahead of the Scooby, who's also gone to the mediums and hasn't filled right up. Chunky Ribena pitted before them. He's just come across the line, but his race really, he's going to be looking at Thunder. Wasn't it Thunder he was behind? And Sinistore is last. TDR hasn't pitted yet. and he's doing well up into 7th place. And he's got the Scooby just behind him with Chunky Ribena in 9th. And Vodka Rob in the chat saying, not sure what a fast time is around Spa in the Group 4 cars, but I've just got a 2:28.6 in race trim. So where was I? TDR in 7th. Yeah, I'm guessing that's it. Well, Motorstorm Hero, that's probably 4 seconds off. And he's on a set of hards or something. So TDR. Oh, Matty in the bloody corkscrew. He's a man, isn't he? He's got some cojones. He's really desperate, though. This is like snagging his race up a little bit. He's trying to chase JTR down. And, and Matthew hanging it out there. And he's got the job done. No, Autosport's still there, making life difficult. But Matthew Studio, in the end, getting through and up to 7th on his outlap. Quite a cracker, that one, between Autosport, the Audi, and the Scooby. Then we got Chunky Ribena. He was one of the first to pit. He's still 10 seconds ahead of Sinister, who also went in. I think he's just going to go to the end on those medium tyres. And oh my G, isn't this these the 2 championship leaders get boosted? But he's a lap ahead of Sinister. He's going to put a lap on him just to rub it in, I'm pretty sure. He could just sit behind him and wait. So about 10 laps, the soft tyres were lasting, the majority. So 10, well, some of them only just pitted, somewhere between 10 and 12 laps. So, Thunder's in. So that means, you would imagine Booster's going to pit, about lap 20? Lap 20-ish or something. Deacon Do at the moment in second, not pitted on their medium tyres, going up to lap 20 would possibly. Garuda has got himself past MJ, but MJ has got to ask himself a real issue with his tyres there. The tracking's gone, mate. I think the tracking's gone on the Ford there. The way you're ripping that medium tyre apart, and you've got to do a soft run. Jeez, if they're getting like 10 laps out of the softs, you're going to be getting barely out. Poor MJ. That car is unnaturally weird with tyre wear, isn't it? Because he wasn't having it in the. I think he was having a bit of tyre wear. It's not all the way down to driving, I'm sure. JTR. This one could be. This one might get boosted. Worried. I don't know how long the pit stops are. Probably not, because boosted was like 20 seconds ahead. So he has put a lap on Sinister, and that must have been fun. But some you win, some you lose. Sinister knows that. He's a hardened professional sim racer. He knows. Just sometimes you bite the big one, and sometimes the big one bites you. So he's just driving now, hoping to pick up some points, I suppose, from those pit stoppers. And talking about those pit stoppers, MJ, he's going to struggle in this race. Changing, we're not even at a halfway point. He's going on to a set of mediums that are going to wear. A set of softs. He's better off putting on another set of mediums and making another pit later than trying to get a set of softs all the way to the end of this race. Deacon Do, though, still going strong. 33 seconds behind Get Boosted. 2.3 seconds ahead of Garuda. And the tyre wear is more to Deacon Do's advantage. JTR then up to 4th. Cruising in the Lexus. This race is going to come to him and Matty Studio. It's all going to come their way. Right, MJ now leaves the pits ahead of Chunky Ribena. Thunder did come out behind Ribena. That was the one we were going to watch. I apologise. So Chunky Ribena did get the undercut done on Thunder. I think Thunder was ahead. So in the chat, Vodka Rob saying, at least I've raced Spa before in F1 League, so I'm hoping for a better performance than Brands. That is not a good track for me. No. Like Laguna Seca isn't for some people as well. It's there is the odd track here and there. Brands, Laguna Seca, Road Atlanta. It can be a little just bogey track for some. I don't know. I know Spa, but it's, yeah, I'm not all a Rouge. The approach to a Rouge, I get all nervous. But it's Group 4 cars, so you probably can do a Rouge flat. We'll see. We'll see when I have a go. France was a disaster. I don't think it wasn't just a disaster for you, my friend. I think a few people had a nightmare around runs. So get boosted 35 seconds ahead of Deacon Do, who's 2 seconds ahead of Garuda. The fight is real here. And these guys are going to be pitting. They're going to come out behind JTR and Matthew Studio. But remember, they're going to be on the softs. They're going to be going for it. This is going to be quite a pressure cooker come when the medium runners start to pit. And don't forget these that Subaru we saw absolutely destroy the soft tyres, and I don't expect much more. MJ's really caught up the back of that Scooby. He's in this battle. He's on the soft tyres where the Scooby's on the mediums, but I think MJ might have to make he hasn't put fuel in, so he knows he's going to have to make another stop. And he's gone for softs in this middle one. Why not? The fuel's worn down. And the car's lighter. Looks like Matthew was putting his indicator on, knowing that he's got no chance against a Ford Mustang clad with soft tyres. He's going for a block though. And he's entitled to. You're allowed that one move. And MJ probably thought, how rude. We should get on board with MJ. Not that on board. To see how this works out. He's all over the back of the Scooby at the moment. The Ford got some grunt, but more importantly, it's got the soft tyres. My good golly gosh, that was good fun. And MJ just slicing it up the inside of the Scooby there. Now they're having a drag race down to the first corner, but MJ's got the higher ground. He's got the inside line, and I think he's got the grunt as well, looking at it. He can brake a bit later with those tyres, but no, the Scooby comes off the inside. My good golly gosh. And he does it. Matt, the audacity of the Scooby. In the corner, absolute twinkle toes from the Subaru driver there. And MJ lining him up for another one, hoping that the soft tyre gives him the advantage he needs. And it did. The car stuck nicely. And he's through. And these two, really, they're slowing each other down. And the race is to come. This is just a subplot race. The main race is yet to come because we have different compounds going off at different times here. So do not slow yourselves down with race. Oh, JTR! You're meant to be chasing... Not JTR, Matthew. You're meant to be chasing JTR. And Chunky's not that far behind you. He's got the move done on the Thunder. And we know the Thunder is no slouch in the Shag. Then we've got Autosport. Has he still not pitted? He's going for it. And Sinistor in 10th place. It has not gone well for Sinistor. But these guys ahead of him are still pitted. He might still gain something out of this. Get boosted. Absolutely chugging. We said around lap 20, did we not? For pit stops for the medium runners. We're on lap 17 of 34 at the moment. And Deacon Do. Tyres looking good. Fuel, I don't think fuel's going to be an issue here. So Garuda, Garuda's chewing those tyres up. He's lost a bit of time to Deacon. He was right there in his toe. And now he slipped back somewhat, 2.5 seconds. JTR 22 seconds behind these guys. But they're going to be pitting. And behind JTR, the likes of MJ and Matthew Studio, but they're going to be on the softer tyre and going on the attack. Here we've got a juicy battle lined up just for our pleasure on board with OSX Thunder medium tyres. And I think Chunky Ribena might be on the medium tyres as well. So it's even Stevens between the Atenza and the Jaguar. I don't know what model is it, F-Type? Wowzers. So Chunky Ribena getting a good pull out of that last corner there, making some distance between himself and the Jaguar. The corkscrew is a real fear in everyone's life. Get boosted then, he's catching these guys up. He's absolutely trouncing this race. And Deacon Do in second on that late stop strategy. It's gonna have nice fast tyres come the end of this race to go on the attack of the likes of JTR. MJ, I think, he's picked up half a second penalty there. He's pulled away lovely from the Subaru, but the Subaru had a really bad lap on lap 16. So Subaru just got to get back into the... Oh, he is, see, he knows. Chunky Ribena picked up half a second penalty. I'll tell you, you'll like that news. OSX Thunder, he'll like that news indeedly. He'll say, yes please sir, you can spend that right in my kiosk. And Chunky Ribena, I think he knows it's inevitable. He's going to end up looking at the back of a Jaguar pretty soon. I don't know where the actual line is, the penalty line. So Ribena, I don't even think he's going to get to the penalty line at this point. With Thunder saying RM. I don't know how these guys get to type. Oh, Chunky Ribena goes heavy into the corkscrew, and Thunder is there. He goes ahead. And Chunky Ribena still with the penalty, and now without the place as Get Boosted comes up behind him. Poor Chunky Ribena. When it all happens, it happens. Sinister's got himself not quite past Autosport. Autosport sticking with it, but the fresher tyres on the Dodge pays dividends, and he is through and past Autosport. So Sinister up and in tonight. Every point's going to count in this championship, and at the moment Get Boosted is getting a handful with the fastest lap. Did he get pole as well? And the win. He's got all three. And Deacon Do in a lovely second place, but Garuda's tyres are gone, but he's pulled back in. He was 2.5 seconds behind Deacon Do. He knows that he must be getting ready for a pit stop, and he's trying to go for that last push. He's going to stay out with those tyres. I would imagine they want to get to the minimum lap 20. I think the maximum laps they want to do on their soft tyre is 14. If they could go further, I imagine they would like to. JTR at the moment looking good, isn't he? He's only 22 seconds behind the guys that are going to pit. That's the other thing, though. The later they leave it, the long, the longer they've got to try and make up the time afterwards. They're going to have less time, to go on the attack. So yeah, it's intriguing. It really is. I don't know what's going to happen. I honestly don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be exciting. MJ, he is wasting those tyres. Well, not wasting, but they are getting wasted. Matthew Studio 10 seconds behind MJ now. He's just pacing himself, is he, for the end of the race. OSX Thunder, we saw getting past Chunky Ribena getting a penalty and giving Sinister a smell of the Mazda exhaust fumes. And Chunky Ribena 31.6 that last time around. He is chewing up into his medium tyres. Sinister at the moment a little bit better grip, 29.3. And Sinister may be able to catch up Chunky Ribena. We don't believe these guys are pitting now. They're going all the way to the end. Chunky Ribena may have a bit of an issue with tyres. Got the end of the race, and I thought the shag threw it away then. But it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Deacon Do is in. Garuda stays out. I would have called it a different way, with Garuda chewing his tyres up the way he has. And Deacon Do now comes into the pits. And it's JTR then is where it all pays back. My friend, look at you go. 14 laps remaining, and JTR is just about to pick up third spot. And it's only going to be a lap or two until Garuda comes in. Excuse me. Now, Deacon Do didn't do too bad with those tyres, so maybe 14 laps on the softs won't be that taxing for him. We will have to wait and see as MJ goes past the line and goes up and into fourth. Only a second behind JTR, so them soft tyres really are helping push that Mustang along. Deacon Do is behind Matty. Matty is out. Deacon Do's in the pit lane, but he's got to be under AI control all the way around this first and second corner. And Deacon Do out behind Matthew, but Deacon Do on the soft tyres, but he can't lean into them too much. That would be if he cuts them all straight away. That is not going to help him, especially as his fight is with Garuda, and it's all going to be about when Garuda pits. Now the undercut, I imagine, is going to be quite strong because Garuda's on a dead set of racing mediums, whilst Deacon Do has come out on an absolute pristine set of softs. Here we go then. Garuda is in to the pits. It's a showdown between the Corvette and the Lamborghini. The Corvette should have an advantage with those soft tyres. It's catching up. JTR's dropped down. Oh yeah, we saw these two. This was coming. MJ's out wide. He's kicking up dust, but he's got the position. And MJ gets the position. He's going to have to come into the pits again, though. And they're coming up along the start-finish. They go ahead of Garuda. JTR, oh, Garuda's only just got to his pit lane. It's a painful pit lane, this one. So JTR drops to... well, he's still in third. But... oh, Get Boosted's come in. Get Boosted in. The leader is in. I imagine he's going to come back out in the lead, though. MJ then up into second. If he can get all the way around before MJ comes out, he could take the lead for a short while. JTR, you don't have to worry about MJ. I don't think he's going to get to the end of this race. He didn't put any fuel in. His tyres are dying. And the Mustang just kills tyres. So Matthew there with Deacon Do. This is it. Deacon Do on the soft tyres. Matthew on a set of used mediums. It's going to be a tough call here. And Deacon, remember, on his Twitch feed, you can see this. Oh, they are. I'll give you a preview of his Twitch feed. Here we go. So Get Boost is still in the pits. He's filling up with fuel and now. And he's gone to the track. And there's no one near him. Absolutely no one near him. So Get Boost gets back out on track. And it's going to be an easy win for the Honda driver. Meanwhile, we're on board with Deacon Do, who's in that tricky position of not wanting to hammer his tyres. Sod it, you've got 12 laps. Hammer the sods. Go for it. Go for gold. 4th place up there in your grasp. And Garuda did come out behind. Sorry, I was on the ball there, was I? Garuda, has come out just behind. What a shame I didn't watch that. I should have been on the ball more. I apologise. So I saw a race here between Matty and Deacon Do. Deacon Do on the soft tyres. Matthew in 4th at the moment. MJ's going to be into the pits. That'll put JTR in 2nd, Matt in 3rd. But Deacon Do's got something to say about that. Has Deacon Do had a podium in every round so far? He may have done, you know. Oh, and Scooby is trying a bit of off-road. Deacon Do has a look up inside the open door, and I don't think there's much the Scooby-Doo can do about it. Oh, he's got the inside though, and we have seen the Subaru pull off some impressive shenanigans in the corners, which he just has. And it's still Matthew Studios in 4th place, and there's a queue behind him. How far is Thunder behind this Fon? 8 seconds might be a little too much, and his mediums are starting to die. Oof. Very close between Deacon and the Lambo here, and the Subaru just trying to drive to the end and make it as wide as possible to stop the Chevy and the Lambo coming by. And with all this racing, it helps JTR solidify that 3rd/2nd place, because MJ's fuel is flashing and his tyres are shot. Get Boosted's out there, set of softs, and he did an absolute trouncer on the mediums, a 27.5. What is he going to produce on a set of soft tyres? I shudder to think. But let's get back to the micro battles we've got with JTR and MJ. And I think JTR, he's aware that MJ's going to pit. And why dice? Matthew, he's got a nice gap between himself. Oh, Garuda's got through. Oh no, Garuda's got through, and there's a massive gap. Sod it. We were watching him as well, weren't we? Oh, there we go. Deacon looks like he come a cropper in turn 1, but we don't see what happened there on lap 24 of 34. poor, not Garuda, he's happy days. Poor Deacon do. Well, he's only lost a position, but that's given Thunder something. Thunder there. He's got an old set of mediums though, next to a new set of softs. Garuda is all over the Scooby as JTR's coming in. JTR is coming in. This is shocking me. This is surprising me. Has he not used the soft tyres? Maybe he didn't. Maybe he made a mistake and didn't use the softs. Oh my good golly gosh. Matthew Studios is in as well. Did he do 2 stints of mediums? Have I really dropped the ball here? Possibly. I'm sure they started on softs. Why are they pitting? Why are you pitting? You both did start on the softs, did you? No, JTR might have, but I'm sure. I don't remember. Sod it, I can't remember. I'll have to look back at the video. So Thunder's up to 4th. I didn't account for this. Sinister's up to 5th. Wow. Wow. JTR, he must have used 2 sets of mediums and he just saved his softs for the end. Fancied it a 2-stop race. He's got Sinister in his sights though, and Sinister on a set of used mediums. So JTR, all is not lost on a set of softs in the Lexus. MJ's back out on a set of softs, and the Scooby as well, back out on a set of softs. I'm really surprised, in all fairness. Chunky Ribena, did he pit again? He's dropped back. I think he has, you know. I think he's put another set of mediums on, and he's 9 seconds ahead of Autosport. So Matthew Studios comes out 11 seconds behind MJ. MJ's 4.6 seconds behind JTR, and JTR's 2.5 seconds behind Sinister. Whoa, this has gone absolute madness, man. Madness, I tell thee. Why did they all pit? I thought they were all just running to the end. Maybe JTR hadn't used the soft tyre yet. MJ, we knew, had tyre woes. And all I can think of is, yeah, maybe the Subaru hadn't used the soft tyre. I'd have to go back and check the footage. Get Boosted, the answer to how fast can he go? 26.9 so far, and he's still got half a tank of fuel. Give him time, I'm sure he'll get it down to 25. Garuda in 2nd place. This is fantastic for the Lamborghini driver. Absolutely hasn't put a foot wrong. Been there, in the fight, all the way, and now look at him. 2nd place, new set of tyres. 8 laps to go. What more could you ask for? And 5.5 seconds on Deacon Do. And Deacon Do, I thought, was out of this one with that spin, and then everyone pitted. That took me by absolute surprise. Thunder, his tyres are old. He's 5.8 seconds ahead of Sinister. Sinister did a 28.9 last time around. Thunder did a 30. It's 2 seconds. 29. But a second. It's not enough, is it? Well, if it's a second a lap, yes. If Sinister can chip away, he will catch him before the end of this race. Catch him in 5 laps' time. So Thunder must be wary of that. He can't lose too much time. He's got a Sinister coming towards him, but then tyres are absolutely shot. Deacon Do then 5.7 seconds. He needs Garuda to make a mistake. And that's something we haven't really seen today, this evening. No mistakes from the Lambo driver. Get Boosted. It's been a walk in the park for the Honda driver. And I'm only coming to him contractually, so he gets as much airtime on YouTube as the rest of the field. But seriously, he hasn't had to, apart from lap 1, maybe 2, hasn't had to do much racing there for Get Boosted. Car looks spanking though. It is worth looking at. Garuda then 5.7. There's nothing changing there. Garuda had 29.1 last time out. 29.1 from Deacon Do. They've matched each other out of this one. Thunder another 30. Sinister 28.8. It's tight for Thunder there, down to 4.3 seconds. And it's feeling very inevitable as those tyres on the Jaguar disappear. JTR, who surprised me with his pit stop, but yeah, maybe he's done 2 stints of mediums. Oh, hanging the Lexus out. He wants it. He wants it. He feels it. He can feel it. He's in the 28s in the Lexus as well. Sinister's on an older set of medium tyres, so there's nothing stopping him from going out and grabbing it. MJ, in the end, what I thought was going to be an awful race, the only car to need to pit twice, it's not so bad, although he just picked up a 5-second penalty, but he's way ahead of Matthew Studios, who's being caught by the chunks, who had to take a second stop to get another set of medium tyres, and he's 15 seconds ahead of TDR, who's got great lap times. 29.7 on the set softs, good stuff. So Get Boosted then crosses the line to start lap 29 of 34, 5 left. 26.7, like I said, give him time, he'll get it down to 25s, you watch. Garuda, 5.7 seconds, he done his fastest just now, 28.7. As Deacon do, he's chased him down at 29.0, so Deacon and Garuda absolutely pushing 42 minutes into this race, and they are both pushing like madmen. It's down to less than 3 seconds between the Dodge and the Shag, and my word, we know JTR's pushing on as well, 2.4 seconds. Thunder could get double overtaken, let's say. I don't want to say rude words. So he's going to get doubly stress, because JTR, I think, will catch him as well before the end of this race. So Thunder, he's lubing up, ready for what is to come. Sinister in 5th, JTR in 6th, and MJ's there as well. How bad can this, how far can Thunder fall, or can he be a hero and stay in position? The tyres are dying. He's on lap 29 of 34, and he's doing 30s on a reg, 30s consistently. Sinistra doing a 29.0 that last time. He's about a second a lap every time. JTR, sorry, I'm going the wrong way. JTR 29.0 as well, catching at the same rate of knots as Sinister is. And yeah, Thunder, he might be just a sitting duck at this point. Get Boosted leads 26.7 from the Honda driver. Garuda in 2nd spot. And can he keep that 2nd place? Deacon Do wants to do something about it. Both of these guys pushing hard. And you know, when you push hard, mistakes can happen. So at this point, nothing is written in stone. That podium is just... Oh, Sinister's already passed. Oh, my word, that was quick. No, I'm sorry, Ox, but I mean, I was expecting another lap or so. Let's have a look then. Did Ox just have a bit of a soft moment? Oh, I think he went a bit wide in that corner, and I don't think there was much he had to do. I don't think he wanted to get involved in that either. He just stayed out of the way and said, yeah, I haven't got the tyres for you today. It's... So Sinister up into 4th place. We thought this race was absolutely cooked for Sinister, but he's turned that smile upside down, and oh, while we're in the replay, Thunder, JTR got past Thunder. Thunder, oh, he's only 3.8 seconds ahead of MJ. It's too late for a pit stop, isn't it? With 4 laps, he's just got to hold on, like Wilson Phillips said. Hold on for one more day. So MJ in 7th. The Subaru again. The Subaru. It shows so much promise in the beginning of the race, and then, I don't know, after the pit stops, it seems to just give up the ghost and drop off the side of a cliff. But again, the Scooby looking absolutely solid early doors in this race. Seems to have drifted away from the pack now. And he's in no man's land, because I don't think Chunky Ribena is going to catch him. And he's not going to catch MJ. MJ chasing down the Thunder. And the Thunder's got no rubber. So OSX Thunder trying to keep a grapple of the beast as MJ chases him down. He's got the soft tyres, a 30.2 from MJ last time out. Thunder with a 34.4 here, but we saw him going a bit wide and letting JTR and Deacon Do through. think he knew he didn't have the fight for them today. A gentleman racer, if ever there was one. Get boosted. He's just catching up MJ. My God, golly gosh. He is just starting at lap 32, 2 laps to go. With Garuda in a solid second place, and Deacon Do has got it down to less than 2 seconds. Oh no, back over 2 seconds now. But Garuda and Deacon, Garuda had a bad last lap around with a 30.1, and Deacon Do doing a 28.5. So Deacon Do, he's got 3 more laps to push on. Oh, Thunder's telling MJ to pass. Oh, bless him, his tyres are done. And now Booster's going. How far has he got till the Scooby? He might be able to stay ahead of the Scooby, picks up the pace. But OSX Thunder, knowing he hasn't got the tyres out there and doesn't want to be a calamity in people's ways, so just being very polite, telling them to go by. So Get Boosted then leads the race, still chasing down MJ. Garuda in second. He's pulled away again. It's like a seesaw between himself and Deacon Do, a yo-yo. They keep going further, then back, an elastic band between the two of them. It's up to 2.6 seconds now. Garuda does his fastest lap of the race for him, a 28.4. Deacon Do, a 29.0. It's nip and tuck there, and JTR and Sinister. JTR's got past Sinister, hasn't he? Yes, JTR's caught Sinister and passed him. Can we get something out of that? I'm not sure. Here we go. I can't see no. Oh, we're going to get it. Hey up. My replay game today has been strong. I've been catching them, haven't I? So Sinister. He's still behind JTR there. It must have just happened as we cut to it. What a bugger. And now something else will happen. No. What? Oh no, because JTR's ahead of Sinister. Duh. No, so we missed it. I don't know what. It's been a long day. It's been a tough day. It's really wham as well, isn't it? So Sinister, yeah, them tyres I probably couldn't hold up JTR. So JTR, absolute fantastic drive up into 4th. I got totally lost there in the replay. I just got chuffed for some reason. I thought I'd got it, but I hadn't caught it. So. Garuda in second, still ahead of Deacon Do, and they're both pushing. But at the moment, the Lambo just seems to have the edge on the Corvette. With Sinister up to 4th, would you have thunk it? I thought his race was cooked at the beginning, at the very early doors. He lost a lot of time racing with Autosport, and then he went in for the extremely early pit stop. And he's driven on the mediums ever since. He's back ahead of JTR. Oh, for heaven's sakes, it's confusing. Didn't JTR get ahead of him? He was, wasn't he? Was I tripping? Tripping balls. It's been that sort of day. Got to stay off the nuts. Obviously, it makes you hallucinate. Oh, gorgeous. So, yeah, JTR's behind Sinister, which I thought he was behind Sinister, but then I thought he was ahead of Sinister, so we looked at a replay, but he wasn't ahead of Sinister. Or he was ahead of Sinister, but now he's back behind Sinister. I'm confused as well. But Sinister and JTR are absolutely having a humdinger of a race here. Where are we with Get Boosted? He's on his final lap. He's not quite there yet. Garuda still in his fight with Deacon Do. They're all starting to run out of fuel with another lap to go, but I think they're fine. Sinister holding off the Lexus to try and get another lap done. MJ, he's on his final lap as well. Where is Boosted then? He's not there yet, so yeah. Here we go then. Get Boosted coming up towards the final corner. What an absolute drive from the Honda NSX driver. Great haul of points, and might put him back in the championship hunt. Then MJ in 6th place there in the end. And with that Mustang having to make the pit stops it needed to, I didn't think he was going to get it. Thunder's tyres died on him, but he did get himself ahead of, finished ahead of only just though. Matthew comes across the line in 8th place. Chunky Ribena So what's going on here? Garuda is fine, 2.5 seconds. Sinister and JTR are fighting all the way to the end. Unbelievable stuff. Wowzers. Nothing in it between the Dodge and the Lexus. Chunky Ribena is just coming up to the final line now in the final corner. He's got a small penalty, but I think he'll be fine against Autosport. Sinister is ahead of JTR. And there we go, Chunky Ribena, what a race. Garuda, no, he's not the next. It's going to be Autosport. Someone in the dirt. Oh, Garuda went, what's he done? Oh, so did he go in the dirt? He did. He said, oh. Garuda and Deacon Do across the line, side by side. Garuda's still got it. Garuda's got it. Garuda's got it. Deacon Do finished in third, but it must have been blimeyly close, with Sinister getting fourth place away from JTR. Just saw in the background some dust, and I thought, who's off? Oh, MJ finishing sixth. That's all right. Oh my good golly gosh, great racing from the World Racing Community again. GT Challenge round 4. Wowzers, well done, Get Boosted. He got the lot. Clean race, pole position, victory, and fastest lap. Whew. Right then, just in case they kick me out for the thumbnail, so let's have a look at those results. Whew. And everyone's jumping into a cold shower, I imagine, after that heated battle around Laguna Seca. What fun, eh? So Get Boosted gets the easy win, we would say. But what happened behind him was far from easy. Garuda only just, what was it in the end? 14.751, 14.754, 3 thousandths of a second behind Deacon Do. It was so close. Absolutely so close. Garuda's heart, when he had an off on the final, just before the final corner, was it? His heart must have sunk, man. So Garuda there in the Lambo, getting second just by the skin of his teeth, with Deacon Do rounding out the penalty. Well done. Take a boo. Sinister gets a fourth. What a drive from Sinister. One stopper. Really worked it for him. I thought I'd written him off early doors in this race, and he proved me wrong, coming back to fourth. JTR in the Lexus, giving it big balls against the Sinister, but the Viper just had the edge there on medium tyres. MJ in sixth with a very aggressive Mustang. It's very aggressive on its tyres. And Thunder as well with the F-Type. Tried the one stop, but the tyres did him. In the end, it was looking good for a while, but those tyres just stuffed him right up. Matthew Studio, absolutely cracking start to the race, strong, but again the Subaru just dropping off after the pit stops. Don't understand what happens there. Chunky Ribena's return, he got what? Wow, why? He got a 1 second penalty, but it's all right. He still finished ahead of Chunky Ribena with, still finished ahead of Autosport, who finished in 10th, and Crackhead 11th, disappeared in the Hyundai. So they were the results. This was the World Racing Community GT Challenge round 4. It's been an absolute blast. My word, the end of that race was so stressful. TDR in the chat saying not nearly as bad as last time for me. I wasn't that 4 or 5 times this time. No, man, good drive in the Audi. I don't think the Audi's that easy to drive, you know. So, yeah, cracking stuff. And JTR saying GG all, and he said it was really close. Woof, was it? Okay, so yeah, check out the World Racing Community. They're on, I found them through Facebook, but they've got a Discord as well. So I'm sure if you just, and I think they may have a website. So yeah, just type in World Racing Community on whatever device you prefer, and I'm sure you'll find them. Come and join them. On a Friday, us even. James Taylor in the chat saying, GG, I nearly bottled it on the end. Woo. And TDR saying, nah, the Audi handles like a fat guy in a mobility scooter. Yeah. Nice. I said it. Don't think it handles very well, so you're doing a cracking job. So yeah, hunt out the world. There's a great little Discord. 4th, not bad for wrecking twice. No, yeah, that's what I did say. I thought Sinister was cooked it at the beginning of this race, but came back to fourth. I tell you, that's a blinder. So don't forget, if you nip over to Twitch, if you haven't yet, you can watch Deacon Do's race, and he had a race, didn't he? Especially on that last lap, your balls will be up in your throat, or else hook toi on that thing. And yeah, you're going to have Chunky Ribina's stream later. I don't know what that is. I'm getting quite excited about it. So thank you, guys. Again, for those that watch, thank you for anyone that touches the screen while they watch, pressing things that people want you to press. Don't worry about it. And I will catch you on the flippity flop, probably Monday night, to show you how badly I did at Spa for the, for God's sake, ultimate. He wanted to say Unreal Engine, because I've been reading a lot of Unreal Engine buffoonery, because 7 Days to Die is coming out soon. But anyway, and Ark runs on Unreal Engine. You don't want to know about my other gaming things. GT7's the only game that exists as far as you lot are concerned here. I'm all spoke out. Thanks. Find World Racing Community. Join them. Race with them. It's great. Thanks for joining us here. Turu. Peace and love. Peace and love.